Hello YouTubers, this is 777 Die Hard Forever coming at you with another highly anticipated and highly recommended model as I continue to play catch up. Today I'll be doing a review on the JC Wings Air Canada Airbus A340-500 in their retro Greentail / 30th anniversary livery scheme in a 1/200 scale model. I purchased this model from PandaFoxToys.com and their website address is www.pandafoxtoys.com. But first, before I go into details about this particular aircraft model, allow me to share you some information about the history of Air Canada and how they came about, if you would please. Air Canada is a Canadian-based airline that was founded on April 11, 1937, where it was actually originated from the Canadian federal government's 1936 creation of Trans-Canada Airlines, TCA, and commenced operations on September 1st, 1937, with an Electra aircraft carrying passengers and mail from Vancouver, British Columbia to Seattle, Washington. Then began operating their first transcontinental routes from Montreal to Vancouver on April 1st, 1939, using 12 Lockheed Model 14 Super Electras and 6 Lockheed Model 18 Lodestars, as the airline operated under its original name until January 1st, 1965, when it was officially named to what has become known to the world today as Air Canada. Air Canada is the national flag carrier airline for the country of Canada, whereas the corporate headquarters of Air Canada is located at the Air Canada Centre, which is a 7-story building that's located along with the carrier's main hub and base of operations on the grounds of the Montreal Pierre Elliott Trudeau International Airport Complex, which is located approximately 12 miles southwest of downtown Montreal in the Montreal borough of St. Laurent, while the carrier's other operating hubs are located at Toronto Pearson International Airport, located in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Vancouver International Airport, located in Richmond, British Columbia, and Calgary International Airport, located in Calgary, Alberta. And Air Canada also has Focus City hubs that's located at Halifax Stanfield International Airport, located in Enfield, Nova Scotia, and Ottawa MacDonald Cartier International Airport, located in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. As of December 2021, or at the time of this video review posting, Air Canada is the largest operating airline in Canada based on fleet size and number of passengers carried, as well as the world's 10th largest passenger airline carrier based on fleet size overall, as Air Canada currently flies to 222 destinations in 47 countries across 6 inhabited continents, as Air Canada is currently one of 10 airlines to actually own this actual distinction of permanently flying to all 6 inhabited continents, along with Air China, British Airways, Delta Airlines, Emirates, Korean Air, Qantas, Qatar Airways, South African Airways, and United Airlines respectively, with an operating fleet of 165 aircraft with no unfulfilled orders pending on this aircraft type, as this aircraft is no longer operating in Air Canada's fleet at the time of this video review posting. Also, as of December 2021, or at the time of this video review posting, Air Canada is actually one of 59 airlines in the world of aviation that currently operates as a certified 4-star airline carrier, according to the international airline review firm Skytrax Magazine, and the Airbus destination code for Air Canada for this particular aircraft was 41. Alright everyone, let's take a look at the front of the box, where you see it's mostly green tail. It looks black, but it's actually in a dark green. You see the airline's logo. You also see the maple leaf in the background there as well. The computer generated picture of the aircraft, the Air Canada title, the aircraft type, as well as the 1/200 scale diecast aircraft model information you see at the front of the box. All right, now you're looking at the back of the box, and what you see is the Air Canada logo, the maple leaf rondelle logo, the Air Canada title, the aircraft type, the specification concerning this particular aircraft, the warning information, and as well as the length and the width of the aircraft, as well as the JC Wings logo. You can pause and read that information if you like, which I find it very informative, but at the same time, I'm going to keep this moving, all right? All right, now you're looking at the top of the box. What you see is the aircraft type, the Air Canada rondelle maple leaf logo, the Air Canada title, as well as the 1/200 scale diecast aircraft model information you see at the top of the box. All right, now you're looking at the bottom of the box. It's pretty much the same information at the top of the box I showed you earlier on. However, there were 2 versions for this model. The top one here, and then at the bottom one, that was the icy blue livery scheme. I did a review on that some time back. Go check that review out. But this one right here, the top one with the check mark, that's the one I'm going to do the review on, okay? All right, now look at the packaging where it's mostly foam in this package, and it kind of protects the model and all the other accessories that comes with the model. So I'm gonna take that off and let you see what's inside the packaging. Let's do this right now. All right, after I took the top part of the foam off to protect the model, this is what it looked like. What you're looking at now is the actual aircraft model, the model stand, the actual gears for the actual model right there inside that little box right there, as well as the gear replacements right on the model stand right there. Please stay tuned as I go into detail for the sole purpose of those gear replacement doors later on in the review. All right, so with that said, I'm gonna take all that out and we're gonna get on to the review. Okay. All right, with all that information out of the way about the history of Air Canada and how they came about into existence and still operating strongly as we speak, plus all the details here at the front of the box, as well as information at the back of the box, plus all the packaging, and plus the what's inside the model, the aircraft model, the model stand, the gear replacement doors, as well as the actual gears for this particular model. With no further ado, everyone, here is the model out of the packaging box. Let's check it out. All right, everyone, there it is. The JC Wings Air Canada Airbus A340-500 in their retro Greentail / 30th anniversary livery scheme in a 1/200 scale model. All right, allow me to share some information about the Air Canada Airbus A340-500 Jetliner aircraft, how it became part of their fleet temporarily. They only had it for a few years, but I'm about to go into details about it anyway, so here we go. Air Canada became the third operator after Emirates and Singapore Airlines, as well as the first and only North American operator that acquired this prestigious state-of-the-art aircraft, the Airbus A340-500 Jetliner aircraft, as Air Canada was supposed to have been the actual launch customer for this particular aircraft type when this aircraft was first introduced in 2002. However, Air Canada filed for bankruptcy protection in January 2003, delaying delivery of the aircraft until March 2003, as Air Canada, however, didn't receive their very first Airbus A340-500 Jetliner aircraft until June 28, 2004, which bears the registration ship number C-GKOM and acquired their very last Airbus A340-500 Jetliner aircraft, which bears the registration ship number C-GKOL, which happened to be this aircraft you're looking at here, on June 26, 2004. And Air Canada's first inaugural international flight on this aircraft took place on August 1st, 2004, when Air Canada officially began utilizing this aircraft on their ultra-long-haul Toronto to Hong Kong route, with the flying time clocking in at approximately 15 and a half hours non-stop, as Air Canada at one time registered and previously operated only 2 of these iconic jetliners in their fleet, until they were eventually withdrawn from service in August 2007, as this particular aircraft has since been replaced with the Boeing 777-200LR longer range worldliner aircraft, as well as the Boeing 787-9 stretch streamliner aircraft, which entered Air Canada's fleet on June 25, 2007 and August 19, 2015 respectively, as both of these aircraft have since either been stored up at an aircraft storage facility or have been scrapped altogether. Now let's talk about this nice looking livery scheme on here. This was Air Canada's 5th livery scheme, which was actually called the 30th Anniversary Livery Scheme, as this livery scheme was unveiled sometime in January 1994 to coincide with Air Canada's 30th anniversary celebration, as it became the livery scheme that eventually replaced the airline's previous 1960s livery scheme. This livery scheme also had another nickname that it also went by, as it was also called the Greentail livery scheme, as Air Canada sported this commemorative livery scheme for 10 years up until this livery scheme was eventually replaced with the icy blue livery scheme, which was unveiled on October 19, 2004, which eventually became Air Canada's next livery scheme. So with that said, with all that information I weigh about this aircraft, too bad it's no longer in their fleet, as well as this iconic livery scheme, with no further ado, everyone, let us get down to the nitty-gritty and allow me to show you all the details on this aircraft model. Shall we? Let us check it out. Alright, now you're looking at the front of the aircraft here on the port/left side, where we're going to begin at the front of the aircraft, starting at the front nose gears right here, the nose gear struts, the landing gear doors, featuring the partial registration ship number. That's the fleet number, sorry about that, 951, that is the fleet number. Then you see the Peter tubes and the static ports, what have you, the radome nose cone, the windshield wipers and the cockpit windows, Please stay tuned as I'm going to show you a better visual view of those details later on in the model review. But the decal you see between the cockpit windows and the L1 entrance door is the Star Alliance decal, which is this decal happens to be right here. And Air Canada actually joined the Star Alliance along with Lufthansa, SAS Scandinavian Airlines System, Thai Airways International, and United Airlines as one of the 5 founding members on May 14, 1997, which consists of 26 airline members from 5 inhabited continents. And then you get the Air Canada logo displayed right here by the Air Canada billboard title right there. This is Air Canada's current logo, which is actually an updated version logo that was actually used from 1964 to 1992. It's actually called the Red Maple Leaf Rondelle logo, in which the red maple leaf is actually inside the symbol of the rondelle, which is actually known as a hockey puck, as the red maple leaf logo can also be seen on the tail fin of the aircraft as well. I'm about to show you that right here. All right, there's the maple leaf logo right there on this dark blackish green tail fin as well. And besides the Air Canada Maple Leaf Rondelle logo is the actual Air Canada billboard title. You see there. All right, we're at the lower center of the aircraft, and what you're looking at, these big, massive engines. If anybody's seen this aircraft in person, you know exactly what I'm talking about. These engines are actually huge. And these are the Rolls-Royce Trent 553-61 turbofan type engines that were previously used on this particular Air Canada Airbus A340-500 jetliner aircraft. You also see the engine cones right there, as well as right there, including the Rolls-Royce logo displayed on the engine cones right here, as well as over here as well. Now I'm going to turn this aircraft model around. We're going to find out if the engine blades actually spin. Let's check it out. All right, now you're looking at these engines, the front of the engines on the port/left side of the aircraft, featuring the engine strikes here and there as well. And let's see the outer spin. Does it spin? Yes, that spins. Perfect. The inner one, perfect as well. And then there's the inboard landing light. You see there on the edge of the wing, which is painted, as well as the front visual view of the landing gears, including the landing gear struts, as well as the actual landing gear doors. All right, now you're looking at the engines here on the starboard/right side of the aircraft, featuring the engine strikes right here and there as well. Now let's see if the engine blades spin on this one, the turbofan blades. Yes, they spin. Perfect. Perfect. Awesome. Then there's the inboard landing light, as well as the front visual view of the landing outer bogie gears. It includes the landing gear struts, as well as the actual landing gear doors. All right, now you're looking at the front of the aircraft, where you got a better visual view of the cockpit windows here, the windshield wipers, the radome nose cone, the nose gear door, the landing gear lights inside of the nose gear door, the landing gear struts, as well as the front visual view of the front nose landing gears. Now you're looking at the Greentail dark green winglet, blended winglet wingtip device on here, as well as the red navigation light you see displayed there. All right, now you got a better visual view of the outer bogie gear, as well as the center bogie gears here on this side of the aircraft, featuring the landing gear struts, as well as the landing gear door. And there's the center bogie gear right there. And then I'll get to that. That's the other gears on the other side of the aircraft, the starboard side. I'll show you that momentarily. All right, we're at the back of the aircraft here on the port/left side, and what you're looking at is the Airbus A340-500 decal. Air Canada became one of 16 operators, along with Emirates, Singapore Airlines, TAM Airlines, Thai Airways International, Etihad Airways, Eric Air, Azerbaijan Airlines, High Fly, the Las Vegas Sands Corporation, the Qatari Amri Flight, the Royal Thai Air Force, the Italian Air Force, the State of Kuwait, the Republic of Turkey, as well as Kingfisher Airlines that had also acquired this particular aircraft, the Airbus A340-500 jetliner aircraft, into their fleets, and are currently operating this aircraft, or have previously operated this particular aircraft in their fleets, as well as Air Canada only operated this aircraft from August 2004 up until Air Canada eventually withdrew the aircraft type from its fleet and officially retired the aircraft type in November 2007. All right, we're still at the back of the aircraft here on the port side, and what you're looking at by the L4 rear door is the actual registration ship number, C-GKOL. which happened to be this registration ship number right here. Registration ship number C-GKOL. This was the second of two Airbus A340-500 Jetliner aircraft that entered the Air Canada fleet, and the first test flight on this aircraft took place on January 7, 2003, and was finally delivered to Air Canada on July 26, 2004. Unfortunately, this aircraft was eventually withdrawn from Air Canada's fleet on November 13, 2007, then was leased out to TAM Airlines on that very same day, and operated in the TAM Airlines fleet until it was eventually sent to an aircraft storage facility at Malta International Airport in Via Malta on October 11, 2011, where this aircraft actually remained stored up at until it was finally ferried to an aircraft storage facility that's located on the grounds of Galileo Antonio Carlos Jobim International Airport in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, on December 7, 2013, where this aircraft actually remained stored up at until it was finally scrapped and broken up in September 2015. All right, now you're looking at the Greentail painted tail fin of the aircraft, featuring the airline's logo you see there, as well as the fleet number you see there as well. All right, now you're looking at the back of the aircraft. What you're looking at is the APU, which literally stands for Auxiliary Powered Unit Exhaust Hole. There is an actual hole there. Let's check that out right there. And then you see like 1, 2, 3 strobe lights right there underneath the APU exhaust hole, as well as the entire aircraft from the rear view angle. Let's check it out. There you have it, the Air Canada Airbus A340-500 from the rear view angle. All right, now you're looking at the front of the aircraft here on the starboard / right side, where you see the front nose gears right here, the nose gear struts, the nose gear door featuring the fleet number 951, the Peter 2 static ports, the radon nose cone, the windshield wipers, the cockpit windows, the Star Alliance decal, the front cargo container loading door, the Air Canada logo, as well as the Air Canada billboard title you see right there. All right, now you're looking at the lower part of the fuselage here, and what you're looking at is the Rolls-Royce Trent 553-61 turbofan type engines on this side of the aircraft. That features the Rolls-Royce logo on the engine columns over here, as well there's the engine cones right there and right there. Now you're looking at that dark green tail painted blended winglet right here, as well as the green navigation light that sits next to this wingtip device. Now you got a better visual view of the landing bogey gears on this side of the aircraft. Features the landing gear struts as well as the landing gear door, and then there's the center bogey gear you see there as well. All right, now you're looking at the back of the aircraft here on the starboard side. What you see is the rear cargo containing loading door, the Airbus A340-500 decal, the registration ship number. I looked on both sides, and the AFT boat bin door is missing. You'd be placed right in there somewhere, but it's not on this one. But it's all good, as well as the airline's logo painted on that dark green tail fin aircraft. Let's check that out as well. There, as well as the fleet number displayed there as well. All right. All right, before I show you the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft model, as well as the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft model in full detail, please allow me to let you check out one feature, which is the rolling gears. So we're going to check them out. Let's see how they roll. Oh, it rolls pretty good. Is it tilt? It tilt, yeah. And then the front nose gear swivels as well. You see that right there, but you got to be careful. The front gears kind of a little delicate there. You ain't careful, they can break off very easily. So with that said, allow me to show you this aircraft from the aerial bird's eye view. Let's check it out. All right, now you're looking at the aircraft model from the aerial bird's eye view. We're going to start at the front here, where you see the radon nose cone, the windshield wipers, the cockpit windows, the Star Alliance decal on both sides. And then you see the high frequency antenna there, the Wi-Fi box antenna, and I guess that's an anti-collision beacon light painted there. Then you see the Air Canada logo and the billboard titles on both sides, you see there. And then you slide up here. This is the actual beacon light you see here. Then you slide up here, another high frequency antenna there. There's another high frequency antenna. And then there's the vertical stabilizer known as the tail fin, as well as the horizontal stabilizer features a little black dot right there, as well as over here as well. Those black dots are actually called illuminator lights, and the sole purpose of these illuminator lights that it actually light up this tail here when it used to fly during nighttime. Now let's check out the engines and the wings. All right, there's the engine right there. See the Rolls-Royce logo right there on this side. There as well. The engine strikes there and there. And then there's the wings right here. Got the warning information as well as the flaps, slats, ailerons, spoilers, what have you. Fuel dump valve right there. As well as the dark painted wingtip device. Now let's check out over here. See the engines right here, there. And then you see the Rolls-Royce logo on this side there, as well as over here as well. There. And as well as the wings here with the warning information. Includes the flaps, slats, aileron, spoilers, what have you. Fuel dump valve, as well as the winglet up here on this side of the aircraft as well. Alright, now you're looking at the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft model, where you see the radome nose cone, the crew escape hatch door, the actual nose gear door, as well as the front nose gear you see there. And then you slide up this way, a couple high frequency antennas, the anti-collision beacon light, the actual hole where the stand goes in at. And there's the center bogey gear right here. We're going to see if it tilts. Yeah, it tilts. Alright. And then we slide up this way, another high frequency antenna. And then there's the APU housing doors right there, along with the horizontal stabilizers underneath. Now let's check out the gears right over here. Tilts pretty good. See the engines there as well as the wings underneath. That features the flap, slats, aileron spoilers, what have you. Fuel dump valve, as well as the color winglet on this side of the aircraft. Alright, now you're looking at the gears right here. We see they tilt over here, perfect. As well as the engines right here, you see right there. And there as well as the wings underneath. It features the flaps, slats, aileron spoilers, fuel dump valve, as well as the dark colored wingtip device on this side of the aircraft as well. Alright, since I show you the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft model, as well as the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft model in full detail, now I'm going to put it on the nice little metal model stand that came with the model I showed you earlier. You look at the bottom right there, you see the Air Canada logo, the Air Canada billboard title, the aircraft type, as well as the scale model information. Then you slide up this way, you see that black pattern, everyone. The sole purpose of that black pattern is not only a protection model, it also prevents from being damaged or scratched when you put your model on this particular model stand. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and put this model on the stand. So let us begin doing that right now. Alright, if I ain't got this model on the stand, as you see, no problem, no hesitation. As you see it being displayed in the takeoff landing position, being viewed from the port side. Now you're looking at the model being displayed on the stand, being displayed in a takeoff landing position, being viewed from the front view angle. Now you look at the model being displayed on the stand, being viewed in the takeoff landing position, being viewed from the starboard side of the aircraft. And finally, you see this model being displayed on the stand, being viewed in the takeoff landing position, being viewed from the tail cam angle. Alright, before I take this model to stand, I got it at this angle for a reason, and the reason is the magnetic retractable gears that actually came with the model. So I'm gonna go ahead and take them off and let you see what I'm talking about. We're gonna start the front nose gear here first. That's magnetic. The outer bogey gear here, that's magnetic. The outer bogey gear here on this side there, magnetic, as well as the center bogey gear. As you see there, that's magnetic as well. So Since I got all these gears off, I'm gonna let you see this model at a different angle in flight mode / gears up position. Let's check it out. All right, now you see this model being displayed on the stand in flight mode / gears up position. Now you got one or two options how you want to continue to display this model. If you want to continue to display your model like this in flight mode / gears up position without the gears, that's fine. See these little gear replacement doors inside this plastic bag featuring the two little toothpicks in this for these gear replacement doors. That's the sole purpose of these gear replacement doors, so you can substitute your model, your gears like this while you display your model like this. Or you can do like I do, just keep them in the gear down position, gears up, gear down, your choice. But I choose to keep mine on there because it adds more value to the model. But to each his own. But with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and put these gears back on this model, take this model off the stand, and go ahead and wrap up this model review. All right, let's talk about the seating configuration. The Air Canada Airbus A340-500 Jetliner aircraft seated 267 passengers in a two-class configured cabin layout. I couldn't find the seating configuration, but my guess is from here to about right here, you had 42 executive first class live flatbed seats, and from here all the way back to the rear of the aircraft, you had additional 225 economy class seats, which brought the total to 267 seats. And finally, from August 2004 up until November 2007, Air Canada previously utilized this aircraft, the Airbus A340-500 Jetliner aircraft, only on their Toronto to Hong Kong route exclusively. Well, everyone, this will conclude this model review. I'd like to know if you got this model or you plan on getting this model, if you can find it. If you can find a deal that has this model, please snatch it up. Highly recommend it. Otherwise, your only outside chance of getting this model I've seen is on eBay. That's your only outside chance. But be ready to pay a premium for it if you really want it that bad. So with that said, please take care. God bless. Stay tuned. There's more mild content coming. And above all, stay safe out here. All right?